it's important to be careful with your languaging, because when you language with terms that are highly charged, you connect yourself energetically to the result of that charge, which in this case is fear, doubt, guilt, lack, uncertainty, anxiety, loss, fear. We already said fear. Fear twice. Right? But if you can keep your languaging congruent with your knowing, which is that this is just one stop on a long journey, you know, maybe you don't lose the fear, the guilt, the lack, but they can at least be properly categorized within your paradigm. And you know how to handle fear that comes up that you can recognize is fear associated with the lower vibrational state. The fear that's difficult to handle is the fear that flows into a huge culture-wide habitual response. You see the difference?
Yes.
So that's where languaging can help you. And that's where languaging can trap you. So sometimes if you find yourself caught up in something, you recognize it's low vibrational, find a different way to say it. How can you say it in a different way? This is why we say you have a fear of getting dead instead of having a fear of dying. Energetically, they're very different. They describe a similar state of being, but energetically they're a different concept, and they allow you to process and heal around the idea of leaving the body without getting caught up in generations and lifetimes full of what it means when you die. So sometimes we really are specific in our choice of words, and sometimes we make words up. We admit that that seems kind of strange that we do both of those things, but that's all right. But if you find yourself trapped, what's another way I can say this? What's another way I can think about this? What's another term I can apply to this? Or, you know, anything that comes up. You're watching TV, and they say it's a catastrophe. Okay, let's take a look again and see how else that can be phrased. Tragedy tonight in Oakland. Okay, let's look at that again. Or maybe just turn off the TV.
Yes.
But every once in a while, you know, you have the radio on or something, and they break in with the breaking news, and before you know it, you're caught up in something. So that's a good time to practice rephrasing things. And it might sound a little bit too intellectual, but don't let that cause a problem in you. Right? If they say, oh, traffic accident on the 580, 5 people killed, 6 people injured. Okay, 11 souls decided to interact on the 580. 5 of them decided they were done being in the human form. 6 of them are going to be learning through the process of the body's healing. They're both they're both true. But one allows you to see the gift in the moment, or at least see the opportunity in the moment. And the other aligns you with the habitual response of a culture. A low vibrational habitual response that's based in fear. Do you see?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So, is it a game? Sure, but isn't it all? Right? You're playing a game with yourself. You're rewriting, you're relanguaging in order to stay in a high vibrational perspective and to take yourself out of alignment with habitual response from the culture. Okay.